folks, we did a little testing there. Tell me on stream, can you hear us better now? All right, we're good, excellent. So we're gonna start with Zatanna. Again, the question. Why did you pick Zatanna?
Oddly enough, she was one of the characters that I myself put. Her and Bane were, when we were first talking about the roster a couple years ago. Zatanna and Bane were my favorite characters that I wanted to get in, and oddly, and she didn't make the cut, unfortunately, then. But Ed Boon actually did a fan poll a few weeks ago, and oddly enough, she was the one that ended up being voted on the most.
I was really happy about it. For one, question about just designing a character. Now, Zatanna uses magic, and she can pretty much do anything. Is that a problem to design someone who can do anything?
No, it's actually a good thing. That gives us a lot of freedom to be able to take moves and have them either be as powerful or be balanced in a way, as opposed to having something that somebody has to do, where we have to fit that move within a certain gameplay style.
So,
yes.
Go ahead.
I was like, she's actually one of the easier characters to design specials and stuff for, because she has like a huge range of abilities, like through all of her representations in comics and film, TV, things like that. She has this huge palette, and it was actually pretty easy to come up with some really cool stuff. Did you use some of those TV shows and that sort of thing to kind of give yourself a baseline and kind of go, here's these things she's done in popular culture, let's kind of go with that? Or yeah, pretty much all the reference that we can find and see what the fans have kind of enjoyed in other representations, and if there's a way to work that in to fit in like the fighting game mold, we try to do that whenever possible.
Okay. Now, when you design a new character, like there's already so many characters, and you have Zatanna come out, do you purposefully give her weaknesses to balance her out more, or like you see her strengths, are there things you take away from her at the end of a process like this to make her work?
Yeah, her damage is probably below average compared to the rest of the cast, but she has some longer combo strings, and she has a lot of tools to either evade or get around stuff. Or like she's more of like a stay away character and find her spots to get damage in.
Yeah, I think she probably also relies more on specials than a lot of the rest of the cast. Like her fight style is decent, but it's certainly not like Martian Manhunter,
right?
Or maybe like another character who's like fight style is like really powerful, but she has a lot of specials, especially when you get into her trait where she can change stance. That just opens up like a whole new palette of moves for her.
So you're saying she has a lot of tricks?
She has a lot of tricks.
Hey,
yes, that's awful, but yes.
Yeah, that was terrible. I'm sorry. Let's actually get into some of Zatanna's. Steve and Brad over here, they'll be talking later and giving some more gameplay. But let's show some of her special moves.
My favorite move with her is her I believe it's called Smoke and Mirrors move. When you first do this move, you can actually hold towards or away, and that'll pick which Zatanna is the real Zatanna, and then you can move around while doing that. So the other player actually he doesn't know which one is the real one. So you can use that for like cross ups or mix ups to get in. The negative is she can't block while she's in the mode, so you want to do it and then try to get in real quick, or do it after a hard knockdown. That move is pretty unique to the game.
So it's direction based as to what clone she is.
Yes, yeah. You by default you'll be the middle one. If you hold towards, you'll be the closer one. If you hold back, you'll be the further away one.
Okay. A move that I really like is her quick kick move that she does.
Yeah, it's a low starting special move. It's a pretty fast special move, so you can mix it up with a couple overheads for like a 50-50 mix up. And if you meter burn it, you can extend combos with the knockback.
All right.
Yeah, she also has a pretty unique projectile that like fans of Kung Lao recognize. The ring toss, you can actually guide it. I think it's the only projectile we have in Injustice that has that property.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's pretty quick, and it's good for zoning people out.
It seems like she does have a lot of good zoning tools. Like she also has the trance maneuver she'll do, where she can start things that way.
Yeah, that move will actually, the normal version of it actually debuffs the other player and it reverses his controls and randomizes buttons for only a couple seconds. So after you get hit with that move, she can go in for a cross up or try to do something else. And then the meter burn of that move, she actually does a little puppet move with her hands and forces the guy to come close, and she gets a free hit on him.
Okay. Now she also has a fire breath move, which I think is going to be kind of a big part of her game.
Yeah. So if you knock the guy away, doing a meter burn version of that move, you can actually hold away to make it go slower and hold towards to make it go faster. And that move goes across screen, and you can mix that in with their teleport to get behind the guy to force him to block somebody else. But
Okay.
but it doesn't last that long, so if you do the slow one, it won't actually hit full screen.
Gotcha. Now, what we just saw them do too, she does have a teleport.
Yeah.
Her teleport can be used in a ton of different ways.
Yeah, she can teleport in place, or she can teleport in front or behind the other player, or she can actually teleport backwards a little bit.
I think she's the only character that can teleport and reappear like right where she's standing, right? I think.
In this current version,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And she can also teleport from her.
Yeah, she can while she's jumping, she can hover in the air for I think it's about 3 seconds maximum, and then from there you can either do her dive kick out of it, or you can teleport out of it, or you can just drop down.
Okay.
And do a normal jump kick.
Let's go through her trait, because her trait, it changes her entire fight style.
Yeah, it functions a little bit similar to Raven's trait, where she goes into the southern mode, where it changes her multiple attacks, and it gives her some wand projectile abilities. She can't jump or block in this trait, so it's mainly used for zoning somebody out. It does a lot of chip damage, so you can use it at the end of the match to finish somebody. She has that little lightning move with it, if people are jumping in on her, and then she can also teleport while she's in this trait. So if they're getting close, you can teleport right near her side.
Okay.
I think she also has a projectile absorb.
Oh, right.
That will eat projectiles and rebuild a little bit of her super meter as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of unique tricks in her trait style.
Yeah, you were talking about how she doesn't maybe do as much damage as some other characters do,
Yeah.
but she has so many different ways to get in, and
Yeah, she's
so
got
many
a
different
tools.
ways.
Yep.
Let's go through her super move.
Yeah, it's got some amount of range. It hits probably about a third of the screen.
It's fairly easy to combo into, pretty good damage.
I'm super terrible, so I like to do supers on wake up. Is that a
That's
possibility?
generally bad in almost any fighting game.
Yeah.
Hey, it works like 1 out of 10 times, so I'm pretty good with it. So
You usually have to make the guy think you're not going to do it, and then do it every time.
that's not a bad plan, actually. Thank you. We were also going to talk. We'll get more into Zatanna in a little bit with Brad and Steve. We're going to talk about some things. You had some designer tips and tricks that
Yeah.
people might not know about. We were going to talk about some things that Cyborg can do.
Yeah, they're going to switch out characters.
They're going to switch out characters real quick. So there's some things that we were talking earlier that people just aren't doing.
Yeah. And one of them is when Cyborg does his grab, when he comes down with a light attack or medium attack, he can actually link combo off that thing. So he's one of the few characters in the game that can combo like a back 3 wall bounce attack from a normal jumping attack. But you have to buff for this grapple. So if you land the grapple on somebody, that'll actually combo, and then
Okay.
that actually gives him some options to get his damage up in the high 30s. He has a couple 40% combos with that.
All right. Yeah, I've played a lot of Cyborgs, and I don't ever see. I've never seen that done to me yet.
Yeah,
so.
I think a lot of people get too hung up on doing instant air fireballs, and that works pretty well. But you have to use his other tools. His ground fireball, I think, is underused a lot too. Where you can hold it, you can cancel out of it, and it's one of the few fireballs in the game that hit mid and does a decent amount of chip damage.
Right.
So if you're sitting there force somebody to block those, they'll start jumping, and then that's when you can start using your instant air fireballs.
Okay.
We don't get 37% or 40% off with no meter.
Yeah.
Oh, that grapple is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, and it's got to hit armor on startup, so you can use it to you can use it to counter some interactables, counter some people's fireballs.
Yeah, I just see a lot of people using the grapple to get away.
Yeah.
And being able to combo in back there, that's interesting. We also have something you were talking about with Grundy, who I play as a lot, and this is a trick that I like to use as
Yeah,
well.
he's got a cold blocking like option select. Whenever he's blocking, there's a lot of strings in the game that don't completely jail you on block. So if you just hold back to block and then you mash the power button and meter burn, which will do an armored grab like that, you can actually interrupt a lot of block strings. And I see people just sitting there letting somebody rush them down with Grundy when you can just do that for 30%. You have to spend the bar meter, but
Right. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, they need to just go into training and just find the characters who have that little gap. I know Batman has one. I use it against Batman
everybody has
all the
some sort
time.
of gap.
Yeah, so just doing that, just mashing it out and getting that in is a definite good tool for Grundy, because I see a lot of people just try to throw the grab out with nothing.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really good time to trick people. It'll probably stop them from doing that chain after a while, too.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk to the stream about? Anything about the game that we're thinking? We do have a balance patch coming.
Yeah, it is coming. It is not coming tomorrow with Zatanna because we're still working on it. We're playing around with some things, going back and forth. QA's had it for a few weeks. We're just going to spend a few more weeks testing it, make sure we got everything.
but it will be coming, and we will say when we do have the balance patch coming, we'll do something to show you a lot of the changes.
Yeah.
I've played it. There's a lot of awesome changes. I'm excited for it to get out in the world. I think everyone here is really excited about a lot of the changes that have been made. So very excited. John, anything you'd like to add?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Well, excellent. Thank you, John, Paulo, for that discussion. We're going to get Steve and Brad in here now, and we're going to do some, just kind of discuss Zatanna's gameplay a little more in match, sort of. Come on over. Thanks, guys. So we have a very special guest today. We have Slips from last week, who that's special too. That's pretty special. That's pretty special.
I am special.
But we also have 16-bit
Hey everybody.
Steve,
That's right.
16-bit, and they're just going to go through talking about Zatanna and how she's played like in match.
How's it going?
It's going pretty well.
You doing good?
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
The
I'm
sound,
having a great
the
time.
sound issues bothered me. I'm glad we got those fixed, but now I feel like we're going pretty well. As you saw when they were playing there, we had Cyborg Superman, the skin we have coming out.
Yes.
So he was playing there too.
He actually makes a lot of cool cyborg sounds. It's pretty neat.
So let's start. When you were playing as Zatanna, and you start a match, what is the first thing you want to do to get in?
Some of her best stuff, like this move is really good. Like it covers a lot of her footsie range. Like it's got really good reach.
Now, when you say footsie, for those who don't play a lot of fighting games, what do you mean by footsie?
Footsies is like this space right here. Like whenever you have someone scared to jump, so you're really doing a good job anti-airing them, and they're like, okay, I don't want to jump anymore. So it's like, okay, how do I get here from the ground? Then it's like a matter of, are they going to hit me when I get close? Or are they not? Are they going to back up? So Footsie's range is kind of that ambiguous, like, what's this guy going to do, like, on the ground when I try and approach him?
Okay.
So this move covers a lot of bases. Like, they can't really dash, can't really throw anything out, because this is just get out of here. Like, what are you going to do about this? Like, you have to jump. And another good thing she can do for, like, getting in is she can just jump, and then she can bait anti-airs and just kind of go in that stance, and then dive kick him. She can just straight up dive kick. She can go into the stance and then teleport behind them. So she's got all types of different stuff. She doesn't even like it. She's like, you know what, I'm good on this, and then she can just be like, get out of here, and then she can go back to zoning or whatever.
And then when she's full screen, that's when the fireball comes into play.
Okay.
You kind of put the fireball out, choose the speed depending on the matchup, and then you can follow it, or you can start teleporting, or you can do the jumping shenanigans he was just talking about. So that's kind of a move to contain them into playing her game that she wants to play.
Right. So like we were talking about, how where she may lack in damage, she has a lot of really crazy ways to confuse the other player.
Yeah.
Flip around them, shoot a fireball. Now you're on the other side. That sort of thing.
Yeah, in my opinion, I'm really excited to see the kind of setups and shenanigans Zatanna players come up with. I think that's going to be what makes her a really cool character.
Let's see a nasty combo.
Combo?
Now, Brad, let's talk real quick though.
Okay.
Last time we were playing Martian Manhunter, things didn't go too well for you on stream. Remember?
Look at that.
I wasn't watching. Let's do it again.
Can you hold that?
I will hold that.
Okay. This is what I've got. I'm sure people will find something better, but that's what I've got.
You could also choose to end your combos maybe in something that keeps them standing, then do a meter burn teleport and teleport behind them and continue your pressure. Or you could do the regular version of her kicks. It'll leave them standing with some frame advantage, that right there. Like her 4-2-1 move, if you do that in a juggle, it leaves them in a standing state, that right there.
Mhm.
And then you could choose which kind of ender you want to do depending on, maybe you want the knockdown because they have bad wake-up attacks, or maybe you would like to keep them standing.
And when you say frame advantage, like kind of explain that to
Basically means she gets it to attack before you can. It's kind of our geek way of saying who gets to attack first.
Gotcha. Now a lot of people, we talk about wake-up attacks. What would you say Zatanna's wake-up options are?
Her best wake-up attack is going to be her legs move. That's her fully invincible wake-up attack, where if you knock her down and you try to hit her, that's going to cover your bases.
Okay.
Also, she has teleport.
And, right, teleport if you want to get out. So it's kind of, if you want to try to damage them, and you think they're going to try to attack, you go for legs.
She kind of gets out for free. She's just like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Because she can teleport backwards, which is something most teleport characters really can't do. So she's just up on just peace out, good games.
Okay, now we've talked about what she can do and how good she is at mixing up the opponent. What what are some of her weaknesses? Like, what characters do you think can do well against her? Like, what kind of things do people want to exploit when you're playing against her that might give you the upper hand?
I would say kind of her weakness is that she doesn't, like kind of what Paulo says, she doesn't do a whole lot of damage. She kind of has to just kind of muster her damage in there and just kind of squeeze it in, just kind of annoying people and just getting away from them and just keep peppering them and stuff.
Right.
Her anti-air is kind of is somewhat okay. Their jump attacks are a little slow right now. So her air-to-air anti-air is kind of blah. Her down two is kind of blah. But it's cool.
Yeah, I'd also say up close, you know, as John said, she's not the best in the world up close. And her special moves are really good from full screen, but up close they're kind of risky, like lightning legs. You can punish that. So if she wants to like kind of dash up and do a down one special, she has to commit. She has to, you know, risk getting punished, or she has to meter burn it. She has to use a bar of meter to keep it safe. And meter is really important for her. Like a lot of her best moves, a lot of her tricks and traps and launchers use a bar of meter. So I think meter management is going to be really important for the Zatanna community.
And something we didn't talk about with the designers, which I think is one of my favorite design elements of Zatanna, is all of her moves are written backwards.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So when she is played on stream or in tournament, commentators, you must say her move names backwards.
I cannot guarantee that I can do that.
It's a rule coming down from on high. Like, this has to happen.
I'm going to have to do a lot of studying then.
Okay, that's not my job.
Okay.
Anything else we want to close out with Zatanna?
No, that's cool. Good
Now,
games.
again, she is available tomorrow, so pick her up. And I bet on Wednesday morning I'll get some tweets where people will show a combo that does 10% more damage than you just did.
What? No. Interactables and double meter burns don't count.
I have a 50% one bar combo.
I haven't seen it. Get out of here.
All right, well, thank you guys. That's Brad and Steve showing us Zatanna. And next we got a special guest for you. Marco is going to come in right now. Right here, friend.
Snuggle up right next to me.
We're snuggle up with Marco. We got Marco Nella right here, who is a concept artist here at NetherRealm Studios. We're just going to talk a little bit today about what goes into conceptualizing a character, like how you make a character. So let's just get some questions out. So when you have a well-known character like a DC character, how do you take them from drawn on a page to make them 3D and vibrant and living?
Well, I mean, that's actually kind of complicated.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, it's very complicated because, like, a lot of comics, like, if you read them, they're just sort of drawn in a way that looks cool on paper, but when you actually turn the thing to the side, it's like, wait a minute, this guy actually has no underwear on. Like, it's totally, like, things that look good in one angle don't necessarily look good in the game.
Right.
So we have to bring a lot of elements to it, like, you know, belt buckles, collars, like things you wouldn't really imagine that you need to add, buttons, armor, stuff like that. It's actually it's fun, but it's a lot of work at the same time.
Yeah, when you design clothing, you actually have to have the pieces of clothing that work, like everything.
Here we have to try to get that same look and feel in without actually adding those things, because there's not really a lot of skulls and stuff in DC. So like here you can see the Doomsday design. There's actually a lot of buckles, a lot of fastens, a lot of things that make him look really just big and chunky. Like it's in the material that you use. Like with like on the feet there, he's got that boot that looks like it's all scratched up and stuff. It just adds to the hardiness of the character.
Gotcha. Now, besides like painting a pretty picture of a character, how else do concept artists design a character? Like, what else do you do?
Well, actually, a lot of what goes into designing the actual character itself is a lot of, well, that character's actual character, like what that character is about, like the attitude behind the character, or you know, the things that he does. Like for example, Doomsday, like one of the things that we were trying to get across was like how he might breathe, or how he might stand up, or how he might, like in the first one, for example, you see he's kind of bent over, he's got this arm that's hanging forward, suggesting that his arms are really heavy. And there's a lot of visual cues that happen also, like the shoulder spikes that he has there, which sort of suggests, actually that actually sort of translates into exactly how he plays. He's got a lot of really nasty rushdown moves and a lot of really nasty moves up close. So we wanted to make him look as imposing as he can up close. So he's got spikes out of his shoulders, spikes on his kneecaps, spikes pretty much everywhere, just to warn you that, hey, you know, you can't get in here with this character.
Gotcha. Now, concept artists not only draw sometimes the character, but can also do a lot of things like things the characters use, and like we were talking earlier, you and I, about Lex Luthor, for instance.
Right.
Which we'll bring that picture up now.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Like working with the designers is really fun, because sometimes we'll have a character in mind, and like we don't even necessarily know what he's gonna even have or play with. So for example, here it just sort of evolved that he has this laser axe kind of thing, like this sort of a staff of power. And you can see here, like I've drawn some of the different ways it can be used on the right, like, you know, like a victory pose where maybe he sticks it in the ground and holds it very victoriously, which, you know, it doesn't always make it into the game per se, but I think the jumping axe move is actually like got some of the craziest range in my opinion in the game. Like,
agreed.
And it starts, that kind of stuff all starts here with just little sketches, and then it's fun to watch it develop over time and actually go into the finished product.
Right on. One last question for you. On Injustice, what was your favorite character to work on? What gave you the most challenge? Like, I guess those may be two different questions, but I mean.
No, I mean, they're synonymous. I would actually have to say that my favorite character to work on was Hawkgirl, actually.
Okay.
She's an old favorite of mine, and I always wondered, like, it's kind of like the Wolverine question, right? Like, Wolverine has those two huge ears that look great when they're just solid black, but they make absolutely no sense in an actual 3D setting, and the same was true here of Hawkgirl. So it was kind of fun to get in there and really figure out what her mask actually looks like from a side view, or how it fits on the model, or, you know, just to get up there and close and see the different materials around the eyes and like how it sits on the face and stuff like that. She was actually a lot fun to design, though.
Excellent. And real quick, I just want to show another picture, because this is one of my favorites that you sent over to me.
Let's do it.
This is the Cyborg that you did.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
You know, if not Hawkgirl, he was definitely my second favorite. He went through a lot of changes, and it's really weird, like the stuff that you latch on to as a designer when you're getting in there. Like, I actually love cars, so designing a lot of his stuff, I actually threw a bunch of car parts in there, and it actually worked. As long as you like pick a part that like mimics the area that it is, like around his arms, like I chose this really sort of tube piping kind of thing on the right there, just because it mimics the deltoid muscles. And like for his collarbone, he's got like a sway bar, like a zero lift bar, like that's in the hood of a car. You know, a lot of that stuff translates really well. So just like, you know, walking around, looking at things that you like, remembering them, and then bringing them to the design table, sort of help for an interesting character design.
No, this is definitely one of my favorites, for
Thanks,
sure.
man. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for stopping by and helping us out.
Thanks
They
for
can
having
also
me.
follow Marco on Twitter at Marco Neller. It's MARCO NELOR.
Yes.
And they can find you there.
Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Thanks a lot.
Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for
Right on,
having me.
brother. Thank you. We got a couple more things for you guys today. We're going to bring out Aaron Pieper-Gerdes from the iOS team. We're going to talk about the iOS project, and then like the mobile game Injustice. And then after that, we're bringing Derek back up. Remember last time on the stream, Derek went 0-3 against a very hard Martian Manhunter. We're going to let you guys pick another character and see if Derek can win. So Aaron, also known as Peeps, is going to come up here. Peeps,
Greetings.
welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
All right, tell me, the latest update for Injustice, what was it all about?
Before we talk about the most recent update, which
Sure.
is just last week, I want to set that up and go back a few weeks. Anybody that's had the game for a while has seen that we've been supporting it, rolling out updates, once every 4 to 6 weeks or so.
Right.
Most of them, though, have been minor bug fixes, balance adjustments, that sort of thing. We did introduce some new characters. Lobo came out. We had a Red Sun booster pack. But then a few weeks ago, we had our first major feature addition to the game.
Okay.
This is what we're calling challenge mode, and it's a whole new way for players to actually fight in the Injustice universe. And it's great for new players. It's great for people that have been in the game for a long time. First challenge that we introduced was actually for Batgirl, and the idea of these challenges, they're all timed events. So, and that's really important to remember because you've only got about 2.5 weeks to actually make it through the challenge before they'll actually expire. We're going to try to start them on Thursdays, and they're always going to end on a Sunday.
Gotcha.
And there's a timer right in the game that tells you how many days you have left. So that's part of the challenge, is actually making it through within the given time frame. Now, while you're fighting through there, you've got different battles that you have to go through. You're going to win rewards all along the way, and then if you achieve all the goals within the 2.5 weeks, you actually unlock a character. Like I said, we did Batgirl the first time around. This mode's been really successful for us, really popular with the players, and so last week we rolled out a new update. This is actually General Zod.
I'm almost finished with it.
Already?
Almost finished.
Already.
My girlfriend's real happy watching me play while we're watching TV.
All right, note to self, next one's going to be way more difficult.
Fair. Now, if people missed Batgirl, will she ever come back around again, or will that ever happen?
So, I mean, there's always a chance that we could bring Batgirl back for sure. I mean, she's actually one of my favorite characters in the game right now. I mean, her passive ability is a huge advantage when
I
you're
love her
playing.
passive ability.
Yeah, I mean, your whole team starts with one bar of their special already built up. That's a huge advantage. But if you've been playing the game and you've played the console version, you'll notice there's a lot of characters in the console version that haven't been seen in the mobile version yet. So while there's always a chance Batgirl could come out, we also have a lot of cool content that hasn't been seen yet at all for the near future.
Can you give any clues at all to what's coming up in the coming months?
Well, that wouldn't be fun. That
Wouldn't be fun at all, no.
No.
Aquaman's super move once a day for 7 days straight online. You will get a special icon for 7 days of shark.
7 days of shark.
7 days of shark. Copyright pending.
Copyright pending.
Yes. All right. Here we go.
While Derek gets this up, I want to give some people some thanks. I want to thank our IT people for getting all of this set up. I didn't thank them last week, and I felt bad. They helped me get the entire stream thing set up, so the stream wouldn't be happening without them. You can follow them at NRS Supa Squad, SUPA Squad. That's where you can follow them. They help you get all of the technology set up for this. So, stream, I'm going to ask you, who should Derek play Zatanna with?
Rolling the dice.
First person I see, I'm going to say Ares.
Ares, the god of war.
The god of war. This is Zatanna on very hard.
I'm extremely good with Ares.
I've never once seen Derek play Ares.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
But I mean, he's a god. How hard could it be?
Right.
Only a fool would challenge him to his own game.
Yes.
He's played the game a couple times.
Yes, I think he listens to the soundtrack on his way home every day.
Only a fool will challenge me. All right, here we go.
Okay, we just had to finish it at least.
Now, this will be 2 teleport characters.
I don't know if Derek knows the teleport inputs.
I sure do. It's down back something, right? Yes.
Ooh.
Here we go. How long do you think it'll take?
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad. Jump 2. Oh
All right.
my god. Zatanna interrupts. Goes for a full combo.
No.
Oh my god.
I tried to get the
Interrupts.
Okay.
He's already lost control of himself.
Why am I walking towards her? That doesn't seem good at all. I'm trying to get away from. Ha! Nothing. No. Nope. Oh.
Oh, gets punished for trying to teleport. This is just awful.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Your commentary helps greatly. Oh, no.
So far, you've taken off about an.
He's done about a throw's worth of damage. But
Okay.
anything can happen. I've seen
Okay.
comebacks in my career.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
He's got to make something happen.
Yeah.
Derek losing all hope here.
Thank you. Why do we have Steve on here?
Someone on
Oh, it's
someone,
an interactable.
someone on
Thank you.
stream just asked if this was a major.
This is more of a regional.
Very good. So I have a chance.
You always have a chance.
Wake up,
Never
Super.
give up. Wake
For
up,
the win.
Super.
And
Going for the Tyler special. This will be
I got
big
it.
damage.
I got it.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
He may take her first life bar.
Derek doesn't realize there's a second life bar still to go.
No.
Hey, he didn't even take
No.
the full life bar.
No.
Can he take the second life bar?
No.
Apparently not. She teleports in, uppercut. He's one hit away.
Yeah.
She wants to use that.
Ah.
4-3, unclashable damage. My goodness.
Can't handle it. Just can't handle it. It's too hot.
The thing I love about Steve is he's handling this like it is a major.
Oh, absolutely.
All
Okay,
right.
stream. We're gonna give Derek 2 more fights.
2 more.
The last fight, I'm gonna let him choose his own character. I find that only fair.
Are you not merciful?
I am merciful. Somebody's asking for Killer Frost.
Oh,
All right.
Killer
All right.
Frost.
Now here's
I have watched Steve play a couple times. I'm sure I can do it.
here's the thing you don't know, stream, is Derek actually has been learning Killer Frost.
That's a lie.
I've heard rumors of that.
All right.
There are rumors that you're the Killer Frost of America.
Well, yeah, I do have it tattooed on my chest. That's fact.
He showed everybody at work.
Now, Killer Frost, very well known for her powerful slide maneuver. One of the best special moves in the game.
What is that, back forward 2?
That is back down 3.
I'm ready.
And when they say 3 and 2 and 1, that's heavy.
That's heart attack.
Heart attack, yes.
Heart
Heavy attack.
All right, I'm feeling good about this one.
I think Killer Frost
Stream me with
Iceberg,
me.
use Iceberg to contain Zatanna's zoning. It should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. I can do it too.
Both acrobatic characters.
Oh,
This is an even match. They're both
The
acrobatic
TVs
characters.
will remain the entire time. Oh,
Yes.
here we go. Full combo.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Steve. Oh. So far, doing better than I did last time, though. I would like
That's
to point
true.
that
You've
out.
already done twice as much as
Oh.
you did early in the first fight.
Oh.
Poison Hour's Flower. Poison Ivy's Flower.
Nope. Getting out of there.
She's
I think my controller doesn't work.
she
I
is
think
camping the flower.
She really is. I don't.
She-
Is that built-in tactics that we do? I mean, is that a strategy? Oh.
Okay.
See, I haven't played her at all. Oh man. All right, here we go. No.
Oh,
she's
wow. What
not-
a great teleport. This AI is so fast.
Thank you, Steve. Oh,
Now, does that fire make this like a 10-0 match for Killer Frost? If she gets
like
hit
that
by it?
should kill her
Yeah,
instantly.
would she melt?
Well, you're getting pretty much killed instantly anyway.
Thank you. Oh, yes, that's.
Wake up
Ha!
slide. A desperation move.
No.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
I think we have a saying for this, Tyler. Only a
A
real
real-
master.
But I have to have life when you say that. That's the problem. I had no life. I had no
Well,
life.
now you get to select your character.
Okay, so in the past,
I was gonna select Killer Frost.
in the past two streams, he's now 0-5. But okay, you were gonna let's pick. You can pick a character.
Look. As a tournament veteran, I can tell you, times like this, you got to regroup, breathe, do some breathing, breathe, think about why you're losing, and try to make a comeback. I've made many comebacks. They call me the comeback king.
They
No, they
never
don't.
call
No
him
one's
that.
ever said
called
that.
him
Heard that
But-
once. I've never heard
But
that once.
it can happen. You can come
I've
back.
heard
from this.
Grumpy
I-
Bear.
I
I've
believe
heard
you. I
never
believe you.
comeback
You just
king.
need to believe.
Oh, was you
it.
8-bit?
Yeah, I've heard that. All right.
Why would Harley?
Okay, sure. Did we do Harley last time?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Sure. Let's do the Harley.
All right.
This is for you, comeback kid.
Stream, wish him luck.
I think you can do it.
All right. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. All right.
Try to sneak a medium in there. That's nice.
I was trying to do Aries. Here we go. Any level you would suggest? Combat kid.
Well, if it was me,
Okay, I'll pick this one.
I'd go for the dumpster.
The dumpster.
The dumpster.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Ferris
Game
aircraft game face.
All right, let's get serious. There's a lot on the line here.
Stream, press 1 if you think he can win.
No. Oh, look at all. There's nothing.
Yeah, no one's
There's
gonna push
not
one.
a single number on there.
All right, let's see if Derek's gonna use his instant air gunshots.
No.
He jumps in, he gets bodied.
You would think I would learn.
People
like,
are pushing 2, and I didn't even give that option.
Big combo here from Zatanna. The AI really showing off. Oh my God, that's better combos than we can do.
So far, so good.
So far, you've yet to hit her.
Thank
but
you, Steve.
Now there you go. You've done some damage. Only about 100 more hits to go.
Here we go. Ah!
Start it out.
Oh, good. Readerburn back 3 into full combo.
No.
Fullish combo.
About half a combo.
Ah.
Oh, here we go.
Now here we got a combo.
Oh, catches
Here's
the
combo.
back 3.
Look at this. He's not giving up. He is saying, I can still win this. He can still do this.
Nice block.
No, why would
Oh,
she?
no.
No.
I believe in you, man. This is it. This is gut check time, man. You gotta come back from this. You know you can do this. Believe in yourself and you can do this. I believe.
It's really doing the opposite right now, Steve. The pep talk is really doing the opposite.
Trying to help you.
I'm even gonna lose the wager. Ugh.
I think the smart move here is to bet 3 bars.
I didn't have 3 bars. She had 3 bars.
Well, that's why she's winning. I knew that.
Would have been the smart move, though.
Right.
Ha! Cupcake.
It ain't over.
No.
You can take a light bar here.
Oh no! Controls switch.
You're so close. You're so close.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Back to the unemployment line. Thank you, guys.
You hate to see things like that.
Well, guys, I want to say that Derek is a great player, and he's now 0-6 in the past 2 streams. But I will also say he beat Slips
Yes, I did.
on stream.
Slips
And he's-
is free all day.
He's still salty about that.
I don't mean
He's
that.
got to
I
hold
don't
that.
mean that. He's not.
Folks, that is all we have for you this evening. We do have some stuff coming up planned for you. Hopefully play against the community sometime. We're going to do a lot of other streams. Keep in mind, Zatanna comes out tomorrow. So please like our Twitch page. We also have our Instagram page up and everything. So please like all of those things. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everybody in this room, for helping make this thing work.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You didn't really make anything work.
No.
Y'all have a great night, okay?